What is up, everybody? Logan here again with another nightly watch list. Today is the 30th of September. Let me change that real quick. So we had a weird day in the market. SPY was up big this morning. It opened around 333.80, ran all the way to 337. Right when it hit 338.02, which was our high for the day, within an hour we sold off a little bit, and then within 2 hours, so closer to 3 p.m., we sold off all the way back down to open, and the market ended red for a second. And then at the end of the day, we had a push, and I'm up after hours. I'm also up on the day. So I'm pretty excited. I'm up about 1% in my long-term portfolio. And SPY just had a big movement. So we had those stimulus articles that came out, and that's what caused SPY to sell. Talking about Pelosi, and I think it was Mnuchin and Mitch McConnell were all saying that, okay, maybe the stimulus stuff isn't as good as we were expecting, but we have the House that's going to be voting on it soon, and then it's going to go to the Senate, so we really need the Senate to pass it. I'm really optimistic about it, honestly, at this point. I think they're kind of seeing the damage that is done, and with debates and everything like that, I think we're just getting more pressure on Congress, and that's why I think they're actually going to move further ahead than they have been. I really think they're starting to realize how much this impacts small businesses, employees, even the market, stuff like that, right? Just to kind of get people more confident. Because I know if another stimulus check is passed, the market's going to roar, and I bet we see SPY back up to 360. And of course, that's just my opinion, but I've been nailing a lot of my calls this week where I'm really excited. But the one thing that happened, I did hit my stop loss on Square this morning. Then it ripped right to the sky. I literally sold it within 3 minutes. I would have been back to break even. It is what it is, right? But I still like their setup to run to all-time highs again, which would be 171.80 on Square. So I like them. I just got the short end of the stick today, which isn't a big deal, right? I only invest the money I'm willing to lose. Of course, I try to turn it into more, but that's just the name of the game. And I had such a good August that I'm excited for September to get over and all this election stuff so that I can get more confident on my plays. But yeah, that was part of the risk of swinging it. Hit my stop loss at 20% and was just like, all right, that's all good. And then it ripped back off to break even. Because in options, right, a dollar or two is a big deal. If you have a delta of 46 and it moves $2, that's $92 difference, right? So that's something you want to be mindful of, and that's what's nice about if you catch things on the upswing, you can really get good returns. Like I said, I still like Amazon. They had a huge day today. Like I said, their Prime Day is coming up October 13th. It ripped all day today and proceeded to fall at the end of the day with everything else on SPY. So it was just one of those fake out moments, right? And that's why I wasn't entering anything until the end of the day, because that's the way that I manage my risk and minimize my risk, is when I want to swing something and swing a play. What I do to minimize my risk, because it's nearly impossible to time the market perfectly, is I just wait till the end of the day, and even if I'm paying a higher premium, I can reevaluate how I want it to set up for the morning. And anything can happen overnight, and with futures there's a lot of movement. So I wanted to swing Facebook into tomorrow, and that's why I like the way that Facebook charts are lining up. So that's my current swing. They're showing some relative strength back up to the 270, 275 range, and they popped off to 265 today, and I entered at 261 around 3:30 p.m. They appeared to be oversold in my opinion. I was just looking at the charts, looked oversold, so I hopped in. I think I'm down $20 on that play right now going into tomorrow. I have it for the 9th, but I'm just really hoping that we see another push to 265 or so, and then I can make 150 on it. 100 to 150 is my goal. And if I can do that, then I'll cash out and I'll look for a day trade. But I really appreciate Wolf Theta for double checking this play with me. He called it out, and I was looking at the charts. I like the strength they've showed the last 3 days. So that's why I wanted to get into Facebook. They run really well, and I like them. Beyond, as well as my other stocks. So yet again, they had a lot of volume in the morning. It's a good daily VWAP strategy play nearly every day. And I think if they break their yearly high, I just meant yearly high, we could see it run back all the way to all-time highs, which is about $210 a share. And they're at 170, or right around there, high 160s to 170 range. So if they're able to break that, right? If they're able to break out to maybe 175, we could see them gap up to their all-time high that they set in 2018. I'm pretty sure. I know it was closer to their IPO. So that's one that I'm really, really looking at, and I have my eyes on, is continuing to see if we can play beyond, because that's something I'm really interested in. As you guys know, a lot of people have done well with it this week. So my current play, like I said, I have a Facebook 267.50 call. It expires the 9th, and I plan on swinging it into tomorrow. I might hold into Friday, but it's all based on stimulus news because that makes the market react like nothing other. So I like this play. Like I said, I like the setup. The charts looked good. This is more of a technical analysis play. And also, I'm a little speculative on it too, right? Because I like Facebook. I think they're oversold. I think they're one of the few tech companies that hasn't completely rebounded. Like we've seen Nvidia back to 535, which is back to September, like late August range. Apple's around 117 again. So they're also showing a lot of relative strength. So I think, Facebook's that one that's kind of lagging a tiny bit behind, and that's why I like this play. After tomorrow, I might get a further out play, maybe end of October and just hold, but it really is hard to tell because the volatility is just crazy these days. So I just wanted to shout that play out too. So be on the lookout for that. But like I said, keep your head up and wait for entries on swing plays. There's no need to hurry and frantically rush into a position. That is how FOMO is created. FOMO is the fear of missing out. So please reevaluate why you feel a sense of lack in your life, because that's what fear, right? FOMO. So chasing the money and moves out of fear isn't a great way to look for a comeback on a position as well. So that's the other thing. If you have a position that you're down on, and you're like, man, dude, I lost 400 this week playing Netflix. I want to get all that back today. It's like, no, dude, just take those baby steps, baby step it back. You'll get your money back. It's going to come back to you. That's how the universe works, right? The money will come back to you, but you do not want fear, because fear, especially fear of missing out, if you feel a sense of lack in your life and you chase the bag to fill that sense of fear, to fill that sense of lack, just reevaluate, right? Meditate, go take a step back. Because once you see the bigger picture in life and trading, you'll realize that these minor stop loss setbacks are not going to matter in the long run at all. When you hit a stop loss like I did today, I shrugged my shoulders. I said, hey, today wasn't my day. It's been a tough week for me as a trader. But it's not discouraging me, right? Because I'm really, really good at risk management. I'm cool with losing $100. That's why I lost 100. I know that in my plays. That's why you'll never see me out here like, yep, guys, lost $300 on a play today. No, because I know my limits. I know where my stop loss is. So that's the one thing that led to a lot of my success as an options trader and an investor, is just the fact that I have proper stop losses. I minimize FOMO. I get FOMO. I'm a human being like you guys. So just really reevaluate that, right? And just know that chasing the moves that out of fear is not a great way for that comeback. But you guys are smart enough to understand, and I really reinstated a lot. But seriously, keep your head up. This is the craziest time of all time to be a stock trader and an investor, and you guys are still doing it because you love what you do. So I'm really proud of you guys, for real. This has been another nightly watch list from your boy. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. It means a lot to me. It really, really does. And I'll see you guys in the Discord. We got the premium Discord if you want callouts from me, Lena, and Wolf Theta. So I just wanted to plug that in there. But you guys are the best support out there on YouTube. You guys know you're the best community. I talk to you guys on Discord. Best community out there, hands down. So I'll see you guys in the Discord tomorrow. Have a great evening.